All right, we are back coming to you live from Las Vegas. And sitting down with us right now is a guy who needs no introduction. Everybody knows.
Reba McEntire, yes.
Vegas legend. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you? Yeah,
I'm very
doing
well.
good.
It's we're sitting here in the press area at the expo here at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and I saw the great man being interviewed and being pulled from pillar to post. So, first of all, thank you for taking the time to sit down and chat with us. The very first time I ever worked with you, I don't know if you remember this, but we did the Blue Ball Cirque du Soleil thing about 2017, 2018 with the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yes.
And the bill was you, the Backstreet Boys, the Tenors of Rock, my show, and I think Red Foo and all this kind of stuff. It was the very first time that I'd ever seen you.
Yes, indeed.
Ever seen you work. And
what a lineup, right? Backstreet Boys, CarrotTop, you.
What a lineup. So listen, what brings you here?
I'm a fan. I'm trying to get more involved in knowing more of the fighters, but since UFC is in our backyard here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when the Golden Knights came to Vegas. I knew nothing about hockey, and then they moved here, and I started watching all the games and getting more involved in how the process of hockey and the game. It's such a great game.
Yeah.
And same with the UFC. It's just a great. It brings so many people to this town.
Absolutely.
And I know Dana real well. I know Joe Rogan real well. So it's an exciting sport. It's fun. The very first one I went to was great. I was. Never been to one, so I'm sitting outside the chain fence, the octagon, and this kid is just. I'm standing right on the fence, holding the fence, and this guy's getting the crap kicked out of him. Right, his face is right against the fence, and I could literally touch him, and he's just banging, the guy's banging, just hitting them as hard as he could, and I'm like, get up. Guy looks over and he's like, CarrotTop. I was like, get up. He's like, CarrotTop. Like, help me. And it was so funny because he didn't see me. He was just getting beaten. All of a sudden, he just looks over and he's like, CarrotTop. I'm like, right, face to face. This poor kid.
Did it help him or did it hinder him?
Well, I think it helped him. It motivated him to get up because he was getting killed.
Let me ask you this as a fellow Floridian, and I know you've been out here a long time. How do you get used to the weather here?
Well, you don't. I mean, I don't think you do. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. You don't get used to it here either. It's, of course, different. It's a dry heat as opposed to the moisture, humidity heat there. But no, it's hell for like 3 months of the year. You just got to deal with it. It's just hot. But it's been getting more humid here because of naturally, when they're building out here, they're putting in grass and trees and all that, so it's becoming more moisture.
Yeah. So listen, obviously with the nature of you having your show, which is still rocking and rolling, over at the Luxor, do you on Saturday night will you get chance? I don't know what time your show is on a Saturday night.
8 to 10.
Okay, so would you record the UFC and then kind of watch it back?
And
see how it goes.
Yeah.
It must be. I used to hate whenever we had a show because it would be 8 o'clock on a Saturday,
right? And
you can't get to watch the fights.
Yeah.
So you figure out a way,
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like that with anything really, because if we work, the hours a day, so I usually don't tell me.
Yeah, I know. But listen, do you have currently at present? Do you have a favorite fighter?
Well, we had Miesha Tate came to our show, and she's cute, so I think it's
she's one of my favorites too.
and she came to the show, and she was it's something weird about her because she walks in and she's this beautiful girl, soft-spoken and really pretty, and then you're like, oh my God, that's the girl that was beating the crap out of her. You know what I mean? Like,
and fights for a living.
Yeah, fights for a living.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
It's pretty crazy, but there's so many fighters, and they're all so strong and bigger than the next guy, you know what I mean? Like in shape.
I'll tell you a funny story, and it just happens to be with that guy sitting right over there, Jens Pulver. Back in the day, MMA is just getting started. Nobody knew, and a guy tried to pick a fight with him in a bar.
Oh, Jesus.
He's the WEC lightweight champion, and nobody knew who he was because he's just a little statured guy that will kick your butt.
Yeah.
He looks mean, though.
It's one of those, but it's that terrible situation, especially like being a comedian. My dad's a comedian, and the thing that he hated more than anything else, and most comedians are exactly the same, is when people say, hey, I've got a joke for you.
Yeah, I got something funny. Hey, here's something funny? No, I don't.
In heaven. Oh, no, like seriously. But
no, I really don't. Yeah.
But listen, we just wanted to thank you.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah,
thanks for coming in. Please, please keep coming to these events. You're getting pulled all over the place with photographs and autographs. If you are in Las Vegas, please go to the Luxor and go and see this great man's show. You won't be disappointed. Thanks ever so much, pal.
I have seen your show a couple times. It's so much fun.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I got to see it tonight.
That's CarrotTop.
All right,
thanks, guys.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate that. Lovely to see you.